This is Chariot.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Abusuafo, menim say my train ache ya delay kakra nti enya hwemo fa nche ya to da adwuma no saa na tie. But then yamia se say o me ho kwan na ye tumi e de dwumadie no abrew. Hi love and family corner. You are live on Chariot TV, you are live on Facebook, you are live on YouTube, you are live on X, and you are live on IG. Mem di dwumadi ho kyam your friend Samuel Ababio. Te said ye ne da no da ne da nyina ye hyem ha to adwen na opanyi ba ko da ne da nyina to safre na obeboa ye no ene nso wadoma kan ye ho abeka ye nsa e wo fidie mu ha a ne din de opanyi Kojo Asam mema na kwaba na ye de dwumadi no ahyehye so a anesa opanyi dada yema wadwo ba Chariot TV.
Yeah, nua mo today.
Nyame adom pacha ye ho ye na ejidi se won so wo ho ye pa.
Nyame adom me ho ye.
Yedase.
Srɛ na mɛsrɛ kakra. Ɛtɔre bia na twitwi ne nima bi abesi ukwa nti ne de ma yɛ late nti
Kaka enye
mɛsrɛ
hwe.
ti bia sɛ wɔmfa nkyɛ me.
Sa
Ai. Wɔmfa nkyɛ me.
enye hwe
Mesrɛ.
yate ase pa. Busanfo, so you are live, you can bring in your comment. Suggestion my answer you baby a wo hwe yen efre. Your topic I share last week no. How much and what do I need to marry? And I think it was very interactive last week. More questions by more suggestions, any commentaries. You know, be by Emma Jumedi, no, kama. And I bet to us so. Now last week, you know, that I my no matter at least. I was a Obama, why ready, so called warrior, at least also with a stable job, kaka, or mu MIA. Or your be also at least some basic needs bi wɔ nneɛma bi wɔ ha wɔ sɛ wotumi ɛyɛ ɔkyerɛkyerɛ mu ma yɛ questions by ɛma otumi ɛyi ano ɛma yɛ bebree ɛnam sɛ yɛbɛtoa dwumadie no so sɛde last week yɛyɛɛ no na dade meyɛ sure sɛ last week no ɔne yɛ nwie koraa nneɛma bebree wɔ hɔ a still a ade bɛgu akɔma ma yɛ na yɛtumi ate how much and what do I need because still sikasɛm no ɛtete boys no yɛhaha dan no yɛ biribiara ne wie so ɛdu awareɛ no so a yɛsɛ yɛni sika still a ɛha yɛ nti anwummerɛ
Okay.
kakra a wɔma yɛ no wobɛtumi de ma yɛ na questions a ɛwɔ hɔ no yɛde atoa so.
All right. Mema atiefo nyinaa adwo. Nea ɛwɔ mu ne sɛ how much do I need to marry? No de. Asɛm tiatia. In fact, what you need will depends on your preparation and how you want your marriage to look like. Mɛka saa then na mepɛ akyerɛ. Sɛ wo a wotie me wobɛtie me yie a wotie me yie na wotwetwe no a wobɛhu sɛ mekae sɛ wowɔ wo sika na sɛbe me ne Same nyinaa mobɛ charter flight na yɛakɔyɛ ceremony no a anka yɛne bɛgye but wonni sika still a wohia sika
woni sika still a wohia sika
wohia sika
good
na ɛno ne how much ahe ina mehia. You see, anytime you are confronted with such a question, you can tackle it from an angle via because in life there are some 4 basic principles. Yɛde yɛ biribiara. And these 4 basic principles is found in planning. So aware nso no, you need to plan it. Now, then never planning. In planning, first of all, you need to look at who you are and where you are. Hena newo ehefa ina wo. That is your current situation. Ebere na wo gyina hɔ na wo plan no.
Mm-hmm.
Hena ne wo? Ɛhefa na wowɔ? Saa hena ne wo ne ɛhefa a wowɔ no is about almost everything. Your emotional readiness, your physical readiness, and whatever. Now, if you are not ready, still you are planning.
Yes.
So once you know who you are and where you are, it can also be even your status in society, whatever. Now, once you get to know who you are, then you ask yourself, where do I want to go? Ɛhefa na mpɛ sɛ mekɔ. Nti aware nso, ɛsɛ sɛ wotumi nya saa asɛmbisa yi na wonya no. Mekɔware a aware bɛn na mepɛ. You need to decide. You need to plan for this so that you can make very wise decision. Remember, I've been saying always, there is unwise decision. There are no wrong choices, but unwise choices. All right. So, in planning, after you've determined who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and that will also help you to determine where you are going, the next thing to look for in planning is, how do I get there?
Okay.
How do I get there? How do I get there? No? And also, for you to determine when do you want to get there or when can you get there. So, Sami pese oware. Opena ware ne sen. Ehemfa no gyina. Sami akwatia 1,500 a month. Which means say baby opeso okọ no. Sɛ ɔhwɛ sɛ 1,500 no ebetumi de na akɔdu hɔ. Na sɛ ebetumi de na akɔdu hɔ a, the mmerɛ bere ahe duration bɛn na saa 1,500 yi ebetumi de na adu hɔ. Ɛno no na ɛbɛkyerɛ sɛ mepɛ sɛ meware 3 years de a, na makatua yɛ 1,500 de a, na kyerɛ sɛ maybe in a year I will have 1,500 gives you 18,000 a year. So in 3 years' time, no, it will be 54,000.
Yeah.
In the whole 1,500, someone say in 3 years' time, no, your income will be 54,000. And me can say in 3 years, and not 54,000 at the whole.
Mm-hmm.
Because we go to Ontario, go hospital, it is 54,000. No,
And
3 years, answer now the call.
Mm-hmm.
And into no. Metimi save 500 towards my ware there. Next is every year menya 6,000. In 3 years, menya 18,000.
18,000.
Inti say 18,000 na me de call ware. The question is say metimi ato ntamahi. Metimi ato ring. Ring and the tie ben na meto because oko jewelry shop obenya 20,000 cedis ring. Now oko baby nso obenya be 2,000, 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Exactly. Inti no obeye deco because we are talking about ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Me hwɛ da no aware no gye no nneɛma a wobɛhia. Wo calculate wei nyinaa ɛsɛ obisa ho sɛ na yɛware wie a then na yɛba bɛdi because obi ba bɛka wo ho. Na nipa no bɛka wo ho no wo expenditure our expenses bɛ double ɛbɛkɔ soro. Nti ɛsɛ obisa ho sɛ na wo nko awɔ no wodi 1,000 ɛna wotumi de 500 de sie a sɛ obi bɛka wo ho a wontumi mfa 500 ne nsie biem.
David.
Nti woahwɛ yi a 1,500 ne nso de a then ɛsɛ ɔsan bisa ho sɛ na mɛyɛ dɛn na manya 2,000 or 3,000. Nti wɔn sɛ woyɛ saa calculations no wie na ho sɛ dabi ɛte saa de 1,500 no sɛnea mepɛ no ntumi mfa me nkɔ a na ne de I need to upgrade myself or find a second job on the side. Well, nti me no mentimi and micro suggest the amount you need. I cannot do that for you. I'm not permitted to do that. But this is you. This is where you want to go. How much do you need? And that will help you determine when you can reach where you want to go. Into your calculations now, if you have a send your baby a major day, or you have 3 years in mint me. It is dear, may 4 years. And then how to get there, no? What is your waiting in no? And so be someone who say, how am I going to be able to achieve my target of saving 500? What are the things I need? And what are the things I want? So that I can tell the difference and suspend the things I want, only focus on the things I will need in life. In this ice cream now, dear, who JD? Ewie biara o kɔtɔ tu savi atɔ nam 20 cities a ɛsɛ sɛ ɔbɛte so na ɔde kɔkɔɔ a atoto kakra sɛ kɔkɔɔ no koraa ne boa yɛ den wahwɛ a ɔtɔ 20 cities ɛnson ɔtɔ ɛbɛ kala ase na efi de baabi a wobɛfa no, and this is what we mean how to reach your goal. So do you need extra job or it is the same work na woyɛ no ne earnings na wode ɛhyehyɛ ɛde akɔ anaa? What are the sacrifices? And aha na obohu sɛ ɛte saa deɛ a ɛsɛ sɛ mede ma no kɔto obi so, because sɛ mede ma no kɔto obi so sisi a I cannot achieve the target. Ewura wei a me ne baba nanti mɛtɔ credit mɛtɔ data manyɛ meti anyɛ yi na ne phone no sɛe wahwɛ a me na mɛtɔ phone. And ne nyinaa no will throw your budget or your plans off gear. Inti so bi ka kyerɛ sɛ wonyɛ ready sɛ wobɛware a don't date a ɛnyɛ yaw na ɔyaw anaasɛ ɛnyɛ wakɔnɔ na otiatia so. Wakɔnɔ deɛ wɔ hɔ obi ntimi ntiatia so. Emu ɔboa wo mu na watumi afa ɔkwan pa na ɛsɛ ɔfa so no na watumi aware ama wo ho ahenha wo ho deɛ ntɔw totoroto bɛtɛ bɛhenha wo kakra. Nti no, who are you where you are? And that is you, what you are doing, what you are earning at this current moment, who you are, what you are earning. We are talking about how much. Until now, make concentration work. Yeah. So how much I buy? Excuse me.
All right.
How much am I earning now? How much? In a minya says in brain. Because uko je busia de koye saa di we ya. Wo ware a expenditure no be cost ni tua ebe ye den ama. Nti me de personally anka minya anko bia nje loan emfa nkoware. Loan u je di ware a emwa wo. Je se bia sika bi wo ba bia wa ye adwuma bi ni ntua wo kae na wani da so ntino wo jedia no bi de oka na ojelo and a different thing. Na mo market to 1,500. Na mo ko je loan 50,000. Na me de abeware de akakakra. E free su mint nka se nyansa nim. But they met me aka
sa na me try do there, but say who you are, where you want to get to, and how you get
how to
there,
reach there, and then the time.
Me share san your way na say me who say oh ade say me kofa obi baba 7% me net na ahwa ahoche ebetumi aba. We so me hwe me mfi a ebi a me mfi anim kwa na yeden eko say at the same time ebi ana obia no kra ye adwuma bi a sebe ne earnings na say sika wonya no edoso bebre e che me there me as bema and I know my who say say tira de ne sa bride we na list na ye de boko kwaje na list na ko kwaje ne de. I was still making sure say wow able to make training na. But this is the case me no ba na transit. Ya hwe me earnings no, ma hwe me nyoma nyina. Ono ehu se no be me ni sika se man sheda anko yi. Me wanim kakra chen. Okay, Bema, me de bibi kakra say, epese me de boa na yetumi e de ye aware ne eho nyoma kakra. Sanka enye ne boni so because what the trimu pa na abia e kan say. Anye say o Bema no umu abi kra. At least Bema no try but the there is not there. At least oba the person or de ne mo kakra.
Ọbụa no then who I mean aware dana woja aware no. It is not only about the list.
Mhm.
It's about nsu a mobeto. Ebi obenum tea ama wabusuafo ekwa even so wabusuafo 4 pe na koja aware no kra ye be bibi kakra ma wo.
Mhm.
Opese o ye de kwa eno wo ho. Ene no mo de obia no betimi afa.
Okay.
But as someone said, list, bride list, and a bridal list or whatever you call it. The woman should not contribute a dime.
Mm.
If you want to contribute, for very man from high car it is the same. You are contributing.
Yes.
You are contributing. But
Yes.
in the view of what and no de yensum obian in sumbi. And last week, my reasons, my cases,
Yes.
in here, as I say, Obiano, yes, Oberima, so Niska bit me de Ayobia one day, a list now. To me, you don't qualify to marry.
Mhm.
Trying, Kosobenia says, yesterday I handled a class and I told them, you see, it been my 25 years. Santa Masses, I will talk on one, that was the end. One ton tamama when you be me. Now, unyinsɛn a nyinsɛn tete ntama kyɛn biribiara wɔ asase so. Ɔbea biara unyinsɛn pɛ wo ntama a wɔwɔ nyinaa wobɛwo no na ne nyinaa asa.
Mhm.
Sɛ mowo 2-3 a na wontumi ntɔ ntama yi biom ɛmma wo yere no. Now what kind of marriage life do you want to live? Nti if you cannot buy 6 half pieces of cloth to perform the rite, to me, you don't qualify. You don't qualify.
Okay.
I'm not talking about 100,000 Ghana. I'm talking about gloves. Say, yeah, China, na 50 cities per 6 I know about a cloth. I need them found. Say, GTP. Say, Holland. In Ketua, Cassie, or whatever. I know them family. But who's scanning the better type of Tamaya as a
Mm.
Inti eno no de eho hia. Last week Obi the BB to a firenze. What about the empty suitcase? It is a very dangerous thing.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Why
Yes.
down? Why should you do that? Put the empty now. Our no foundation no deceit. The very foundation of your marriage deceit.
Mhm.
What are you going to reap? You are sowing this seed for the foundation of the marriage. What are you going to reap?
Mm.
No, udua atoro. Then I ukujia ware no udua atoro. Then
Mhm.
I'll be try ware no.
Wow.
I mean, mom dey say asem no buy mu yima no. Say enye hwe ye the empty suitcase na atwe na nea wo ye na ye eyi me hu say na America no pu. Say ye demonstrate say they no obi piana ye say mu ye dru bia ma.
Obi said that yes, Opi had to say
No
no
so
more.
na empty suitcase. Empty suitcase.
I said, yeah, na man, so yeah, well, daddy.
And I'm just saying, penny. Me mpene mo bia mfa empty suitcase me me ba ho ade. Debio, Sammy, why should we allow this? And look, I would prefer say, Krache, me ba no menje wo hwe is better than say with the empty suitcase e be kokko kire. And it is hard there furniture. And me hu bi da, obi akwa no da Krache men hia wo hwe. Ne hia me an say me ba na wo de no kɔ no be hwe ne yi menje wo hwe. Na wo adase. Na wo de nsa bi and it's
And also no, I actually accepted because if you move,
oh, I accept. Say papa no also unje hwe. Enti why you no ho
against at least I was say
amamre kwan so no ye chewade a wo da ase. Enti na me say wo de nsa and sika be da ase. And that is acceptable.
Okay.
Enti yen say fa no kwanti utam na wo kodo. Wo ya amamre wo be da ase. Enti ye de mase ne ya ma enti insani sika kakra ye de to ase ye de siso eno no. That's it. Amamre. I would prefer say the parents will go that way than say all the empty suitcase, empty boxes, empty whatever. I could know I sure nyansa. And that one they our advice and if I for check, it is better that way. Now we have my own no one call.
Now situations in so me oberima no sika no free me hot direct and I eba ebi am awofo I'm fortunate say my awofo wo sika it awaya me be wari nyina me free ebi am papa ho even though we say I was so oberima na etira de sa nyoma no utua but
there's nothing wrong about that.
Okay.
Because then an emasisa Naija, wa papa na mama no kra no woni bi. Anka yensa anka wo ba beri makoware a wo na otue bibia ma wo ba.
Wow.
Yes. Tete no obere ma Naija na boss aka ni nyina. Ni ehia ne se obehwe se ne ba ne ye adwuma obia na ode na ba no obetimi e de na adwuma na hwe. Nti ene de to bie ni ho. So very man ankasa parents in a sponsor from be in fact a mamre nankasa sana na eti. Na bi a papa no
e go fi oba ne side there and then
oba ne side you see list no say in fact list no e ma oba ana am ko je list wo very ma how de come oba. Eva na eje list.
Obia de fie de ekoje.
Obia ne fi na eje nti obia na ye den na ono ekotu ya list ono ade ama.
Ebia na wofo no list na baaye no. Oso okay, we kwa meje sika wo me papa ha
no obia na busuafo no de me wo betimi aye ne se wo kase ye de na chew. But one thing one mouse sika de ya e fake enye right. Because a child no so ya mamre. Oh, ni anipa no list no o provided ni na ya mamre. O teso ya mamre. Wo de cha ya mamre. Enu achi na mamre bia ni ho biom. Say yenye fake niema yemfa envelope empty envelopes, empty suitcase ni yi. And we are fake amamre bia ni ho e support side.
Wow. Interesting. Hey, I said,
last week, me can say you can go and negotiate.
Yes.
You can go and negotiate. We negotiate always. Many marriage ceremonies, you know. List no ni niema na wo demand de bia ye negotiate ma ye mote so. Obi so ho kra say mi wo sika mo 1,000 ma 5,000. And fine, and so ho. And no enti amamre. Ebi at least the much was obi ano ne ma 1,000 ne papa 1,000. No very man no say me wo sika 5,000. No dey achi mani enti amamre.
Okay. Now, so like, do we have some basic requirement be was our for no or ban free or no? So we could just list now. You will basic in your mebu or ɛno deɛ mandatory sɛ wɔ sɛ ɔmo bisa anaa ɔmo gye.
Oh, so
Mhm.
ɛsono culture biara na ne de. In fact, me share Krobofo de, and it was very, very interesting. Where first on the list, Obiano Wada, into a so unyano. Into first thing on the list, Udi Bibi, Insaniska, Udi Kunyan, Obiano. Second, so Runenim, Unyaya is like a list.
Ɛsini kɔ agbɔ yɛ hu o daddy.
They say maybe some young can make compare Alice by what was an offering no we nyan no work okrobomu na obeho n'anim why you never be pre asakra ro abetrans na ya asem no nti before say mo beba entama e ne nsa no na ya gichi nyane a unyane afikete so na wa horo n'anim na wa eso ewo culture bia na say tribe bia any senior ne list eti but okay basic or general yes basic but always in some inside basic I run it through all the cultures. I maybe except say northern region one may be a yam punching nentry ni name be a cacao. I don't know much about drink, but by all means they also will present pito, and pito is a drink. And by all means there will be exchange of cash. And then maybe clothes, and ampabua and few other things. So, will be some basic things, and maybe one or two or three of these in the meeting. I can say any day. Ghana mamre me assures baby abekubia and winum ebeba. Matilda, I'm not too sure, but I know say voter region ho baby one crowd jama wenje intamania you could say jama unya and sano apetashi. Say a bottle or two. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But so being a bit idea to platform also. Unyaka Caribbean now at Tamobiano now the Neko. I'm saying, Kohono de Mamma pay the food and meet me there. When you force to who provide the food, I'll boka at the food.
Because list no daddy, I told that list be
but you see, what they say listening to anything I call what was I tribe no wrong, which means there are other components involved in marriage. Let's say Nijinai absent. What are your expectations? Do you love him or her? What the American say? So, and then and then you say all those components. Never be you were only looking at the financial aspect and how cheap it was. Nti na ndo ko worry. Na mo say obi a hu no na wani gi no ho. Na ukọ fie no so ye na ha de o ma apetashi one bottle adaso and na uti na yiye. But when you see no emfa nkọpọ bia enware. And the way o provide the food o boka at the food.
All right. Okay. All right. So small as a comment, Kakiri now by Abigail. Oh, share. Yes. Thank you. Patrick. Patrick K. Abbey. Yeah, that's said that in the you say good evening watching us. Amelia, good evening, Braden, watching you live from Maryland. Okay. It's yeah, better you Jumadi so yeah, ne when you could do a son a war Jumadi so I love and family corner. Last time no, you know, Obi Abisa me said, Tamana, yeah, can about joint account ne we na sem no. I say still I suppose say the nyane ho nti ase kakra. Because you say ababon yemi enu na ye betina abo bra no. It's right from the beginning no. Yet to me a shas here in that way na ebe boy. It is to say oh me know what na say. Obema ni obia ye pese bia ya me adoma December ye worry. Your budget ye pese ye dey worry ye be to say 50,000-60,000. Iti may boa also over, but obviously Bema need the NBA Cassia Achene or be an no. I say our challenge kakra say ye na ya back home till mo pon ye back go near back see a person yes no. Ohun ni sanka ade a very good. I was say ye bo ye promote sa ade no. Iti na say onya na ho ti ase de. Ti say o bi ka kere betum da ka ho ama me anka mani ebeje in that
I
regard.
don't know, Daniel, I may mention about a gentleman, aka 6 days over one lady in so Waribi.
Mm.
And so, in such a situation, then I'm by with that joint account.
Mm.
Don't go and create don't go and create any problems for yourself. So you shouldn't do that. No. Aware kura mo ware wie po joint account. You will rules on. Someone to mean do rules now. You don't operate joint account because
Even
on
in
the
the
big
marriage,
gua ware tem.
joint account. Wow.
Joint account no dey say rules no mo ntimi ndi so principles are dey operate joint account no. Mo ntimi ndi so aware na ebegu one time. Ebegu sesia. Once abrofo no aye ye nuanu e kwa brochiri no are egu say ten to say ye twa so ten.
Mm-hmm.
A joint account na yo. One of their major problems is a joint account.
Wow.
Nti a joint account na say o operate joint account ye dey ensika bo mo efe. No. Nipa edenso. Yɛwɔ wɔn a efirifiri nneɛma, yɛwɔ wɔn a ɛtɔ nneɛma by heart, ɛna yɛwɔ wɔn a ɛyɛ pɛpɛɛ,
Mm-hmm.
woyɛ ne fie hɔ, yɛwɔ wɔn nso a ɛwɔ adwemmɔne, obi koraa ɔba aware no, n'adwene no ɛyɛ papa. Nti wo kɔyɛ joint account a ɛyɛ sɛ motumi tena ase na moyɛ nhyehyɛe no yie. Mo set up. You see, sometimes obibi no catch obibi ni say any agreement. Also, add na won Jimmy ndi.
It is on Jimmy the who Jimmy.
Don't Jimmy ndi now your agreement.
Yeah.
But that is not it. Sammy, menje wundi a me no nya agreement da.
In the first place, yeah.
In the first place, in the time bi obi ka say me no nya nhyehyɛ, na je say oje wudi. Na mo nia mokoye na ebebo mu nyina mo ho ban. But obibi ni te, oh, and my agreement. Oh, add on Jimmy ndi. Debi. Menje wundi anka me. Look, obi anu ha menje ni ndi a me no be agreement. Answer my say me no be agreement na me je wudi.
Okay.
Nti sɛ yɛbɛyɛ joint account na rules ɛwɔ ho ni. Recently, a lady was complaining. Me handle a small class. Also, serious issue or I depressed. Because new crew or this kind of boom, we are on a girl ni rights or you. Into no genesis can da kugu draw no very man so a businessman. Na ni obi nya no dia betum. Oberman na control sika no.
Mm-hmm.
Into girl no so timi nante wa hwe ni ne ho. Onika prekra wo no.
Hey.
Into obisa me so be ne den na me ka say look, man ya agreement no. Mo ya agreement what you can do is say with a joint account like that, mo kwa mo this can good draw. You should also give room for non-accountable interest. Nti ye the ensika nyina bom for bills, school fees, whatever. Aduane ne ye the abom. But obiara timi 100 cedis, obiara timi yi 100 cedis a week e dey share no ho. Unaccountable. Nti me friend na unaccountable say. Sami me nam na say me hu kokko ba ko na do me kon na me ta. Ense say me frɛ me yere ana me frɛ me kuna say na matokoko adi. O tere me kana say.
You.
Na saa rule no nso ye a ye wo mra, ye san wo mra wo ho. You can come for replenishment and I make and then say a son, ye fan say Sami me no na joint account. Obiara be 100 cedis a week unaccountable and udi within the week no wodi a mbunkunta bia na be bia wa asem.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Okay. But within the week, you find say Monday, you know, one my hand, one for 100, my for 100. Now by Thursday, me 100 na sa. And only the mbeje bia ka ho a, e say me bu 100 no ho konta.
Okay. Okay.
Well, one set aside rules here, I want to more good from the day I'm set up that joint account. Inti
Wow.
me catch the wura so all the nekru entrance. Na one share eno. There should be unaccountable interest. Na the OGR for the week, you know, say 50 cities, 100 cities, 200, 1,000 cities, so depending on your resources. Nipa ni jeshe no ho a ne opa bi utimi de ye. Ehun yan so beka so sami meto ice cream 10 cities. And I meto
Onya accountable. So I feel no better check you.
enya accountable. O te me kana se wo afa o de ma fa me de. Se me de me kura me decide say me ndi hwe na me de be si a no e me amasem. Enye accountable. One. Who set rules in this? Emo be energy or relationship. Nti time bia be call pool no the main pool no mu no. Na ye na ye nyina ye agree say this size can koye. And yes sir, obi baka say dead on arrival. Aware no
Enya advisable. Right for the exception of relationship na mu nya worry and say.
relationship am worry ye de. Who be me say? Me ma o percentage a. Mega say 99.999%. Don't do it.
Wow.
Don't do it 99.999%.
Acceptable.
And the
Interesting.
mega job. Don't do it.
Interesting. Interesting.
99.9999%. Don't do it.
Wow. Wow.
Until that point 0.00001. If you take that risk, I'll go ahead and take the risk.
Okay. And me nya bibi so to say sikasem no me hwe ma ho bobo a because list no e be take me almost a year. I maybe I met me abobo me ho. But baby no so feel say I think say once I be call parents no so kwa list I just say what bobo ho asie with them. Iti woman che bebre so a form of disrespect to oba no ebusuan. Iti either say obeko kwaje loan and I say not obisa me say or he was just thinking a lot say aware no at what stage cry kasa cry na ye say ya aware say we di bibi akwa ebusuan ma ho kwan and I say on fa hwe nko ye na mabafie say oh me be say me be fa obaba but let's start am me ni bad e be ya me ya do ma me hwe be ya fe ba ko na me sabetumi aka e no ne sabetumi de oba na pro legally na papa na tia say okay ma ti sa fe ba ko na ubenya listen na mama okay fine metumi de oba na ko ene na ko tan legally na say
Uko free yere. Why for credit? More normal. Wife on credit.
Abusana tiase, papa na tiase say.
I'm say, is it your credit? Wife on credit.
Obviously.
The first of what you say, no, it doesn't change anything. It's on credit.
Okay, but me question the quite more say at what stage the moment what may be na papa no if you so okay my to for baba no ko in a year ware na say me je require am cause okay me fi me pay mu we between me baba na ko ho bobo aso a na wo de nyoma na ba no like at what stage akasa na aware di mu from oba no our foresight.
Okay, you see, no. You see, sometimes it's a question is straight is na ye panu ya na ye bibi. But mame be sa sami uko free ye man say wako Silver Star one who Benz what to your part. Ye the amount say call why your insurance in the bibia uko. Now uko use ya emre wo ho ne say one nyo de car ne ma no ontimi mfa no ankasa ne pembe sizi car no
Mhm.
2 wo nso a wo free car no wontimi nkɔ use na ɔde aba back abɛka sɛ mentua nka nwie yɛ nti gyewade.
Jawade, yeah.
Now sɛ woyɛ ne saa a mmerɛ ɛda ho no nti me a mede me ba baa no ama wo no if anything ɛsɛ mebɛdan wo ka mentimi megye me ba no back.
Mhm.
Sɛ woanwie nti mbɛgye ma de back mentimi nyɛ sa. Ɛna wo nso a wo abɛfiri me ba no wo nso wontimi nka sɛ sisi wo ba no mempɛ ne bi ma ade no koraa ma anyɛ ne ho ade awie nti gye wade.
Mhm.
You cannot do that. Nti wofiri di a ɛyɛ ka kotua waware no wofiri a you see wofiri ade wɔ shop a ɛyɛ wo di o ho kɔ mmerɛ mu a ɛyɛ wo de.
Even though untiaka.
Wontu aka koraa no yɛde afiri no ɛyɛ wo de a and nea ɔde firi wo sɛ wontu aka prɛ wonim sɛ ɔba nea ɔde ade no firi wo no wontu a wansi na ɔba bɛfa no force na ɔrepɔto no sɛ wabɔ korɔ no a wonim sɛ yɛde no kɔkɔtɔ a ɔbɛtumi akɔgye.
Okay.
Yes because ɔni that right no sɛ ɔbɛfa de no sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔbɛfa ne back a gye ɔde kɔ court ɛma court eti asɛm no na court determine sɛ
So
wɔmfa de no nkɔtɔn no wɔmfa nteka n'aka bi a ɛwɔ akyi no nipa no nso ankɔyɛ biribi foforɔ mfa bɛtua ka ɔni right ɔba bɛfa de no. And so wohwɛ sɛnea mmara no te a ɛwɔ nneɛma ho a me de as a counselor no ɛbɛtɔ m'asom sɛ anka yɛbɛyi so the same principles no ɛwɔ aware mu so that obi ankɔbu ne yɔnko kwasea ɛsɛ kwasea bu ɛyɛ yaw kwasea bu yɛ yaw paa nti bi de wobisa me saa asɛm a ne mɛka ɛwɔ ho ɛno no ɛsɛ yɛde mmara to ho yɛntimi mfa ma wo free saa na wo nkɔ saa ɛnyɛ right but personally minyan anka ware de nkɔfiri sɛnea mɛkae no wobɛtumi aba gani na yɛate so ama wo instead sɛ wobɛfiri anaasɛ sɛ ɔbea no awofo no se yɛn de yɛpɛ w'asɛm yɛnim o ɛgya same koraa de papa ɛyɛ me classmate nti me ba no ehia me ara ne sɛ wobɛtumi ahwɛ ne yie nti fa no kɔ. I will prefer that too sɛ wobɛfiri either you negotiate for the cost to come down or sɛ ɛde bɛkyɛ wɔ a anyɛ saa deɛ a sɛ wɔregye sika no deɛ mmea w'ani na kɔpɛ sika no yɛ adwuma ɛno nti na me started with plan so that you can go and pay and take your wife away. There's no need to rush. Say manware na DC a mewu nti say me go free. No.
Ebo ha miano ama pressure daddy. Miano.
Obiano ma pressure na wudi so a oba ware no obesa ma pressure. They say oya obi o ma pressure. Nti bibi ohia bi oba ma pressure. Nti ukodu adua wo yasa ababone na wudua no. Obiano ma pressure na opren a. Wadua ababone. Ochire bi ohia bibi na onyama na o ma pressure. You will not have that moral right to complain. Some pressure because you married her under pressure and she will continue to give you pressure in the marriage. So don't go and marry someone.
Pressure no.
Don't go. You see, there never be a fan quawarim. Pressure you one, a humobo you two.
Hey.
Oh, me who no more onibi. That be opa say who me more body and sami on kwa wa dwuma ni bi. NGO. Na onko hwe mo bro afọ. Na aware nye mo bo.
It's serious business.
Ai ware nye charity. Yo na de ye me mobo. Nipa na de ye mobo osore wo wo so aware ni mu a na be hu se mpanyinfo kube o se uyi aboa no fi nsu no mu a na ano ne ho wo no na no so wo
Ewo.
ewo ne ho wo no na no nso ewo ne ho o dry no isi se aboa na to nsu no wayi no
It's the
o
whole.
dry ne ho na dry no na no nso aye dry ne se obeka asem a ebema wudi uti bebo yi wall mu won obetwa wankasa nti yemfa hu mo bomware enye aware nye SOS village enye nyanka yi institution osu children's home nti girl no ote obi nchen ina ye motuti no yete nti me kọware no o ade o ye freedom fighter o ye o na you are not a freedom aware ye freedom fighter or redemption project. No. In fact, Sanema no in Shawari Asekra. It is a serious business. So plan well, go well, and live well in your marriage. I think if I don't have anything to tell you tonight, this should be enough.
At
Plan
least.
well, go well, so that you can live well in the marriage. Don't go in and you are not a freedom fighter. Aokoje ifa ahudi amobi.
So
Obi
I think
kwaso.
say na mostly no. I don't need mu because what you can't say, what my yati say, once say you know be what date here for so long. It is only be out 2-3 years. Of course. Obama pressure say you know koye me one day ko timi tinsan koye. But say it you pa.
And then they say yeah pressure. I don't know how you be nantua 3 years. And then you just umbua unsisi uhuye.
It's a hot
Na
na
3 years.
ya na imani feel say se me no ho afi ba kon afi mi nu a o se me push you because me man no bebe na uti o mo se me ma ya na
In fact,
ya
and then
ti
the
ano.
mess of me ano. Say even after 1 year, no who san bia push you. Or push you
Hey.
and push you or penny baby in fact. You shouldn't go and waste somebody's time. Because no, what that means, and I say you weren't prepared. A gentleman called me last week and offered me and asked him and say, on a rebi a date for 3 years. Nti efe do ewura na ofre na aye bibi e wo ho on trene ho o to bi opa na o maso to bi on po o maso e to bi a o se yimpi kura na otwentwen ne na 3 years na mse krache adwuma be na aye o so efe na mawie school a me twen me national service postings wa high dan o se da bi o na ina nete me na me bra pain nete o ye adwuma be o se a meton cosmetics online. But Mankasa no if maybe school. I'm say Krachi. You are wasting that woman's time. Oh say again, I can say yes.
Aso. Hey.
Make a point blank. Me say yes. You aren't serious. You are not ready. Please drop that relationship. Go and find job. And then come back well. Make a tell oje to most of them say. Say me to for me be a lot of questions. Only hina nete, oh high die. Oh yes, na me say, you know, we're dating for 3 years. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? We're dating for 3 years. Oh yeah, Juma.
Unye ska do be no ho
I
ade
say,
so.
oh, if I take again this to anchor, person in the pure no couple. And I'm saying, I didn't get no, or ninka also one kind. I'm saying, now I bet you. Eh, for no be who date you be our else you be saying go help for what? Maybe sir, maybe what do you mean by go help? Get no
Opa
cry.
wale nye po.
Apa ware wo na na 3 years 3 years efe na no kakọ hwepo nipa won kran ha enye kumase na ofi ba And no crap, Papa be so over triple now, Kumasi am I. But just by the fire. What because if you know about you people. Now because it's a help for what? The people work out help for what? Offer drop that relationship, now compare you maybe and then come good, come better.
Say eja
Other
we
man
say
say,
obeba na abaye obema no so ne ho aso no so no bi afa ne e de ne ko.
and other me answer. You see, the point is say, one prepare ye dear, and there be where fanako. O prepare
Asemo.
ye, the o prepare ye before say, o do one or two be so no prepare. And no, nyɛ ɔno na ɛbɛka sɛ yɛngyae no ɛyɛ wopo because ɛsiane sɛ woaprepare no sɛ ɔnyɛ ready a wo na wobɛgyaa no na wakɔpɛ foforɔ but won prepare 3 years wo nso ɛfe ne sɛ ɔwɔ school no nyina ɔsua de ne nyinaa no na ɔne girl yi nam hɔ I mean it doesn't make sense why should we do this it doesn't make sense
Asemo.
aware nna fam ɛmo nna fam ne ayɛ no saa nti mepa mo kyɛw mesrɛ mo ara wo date bɛyɛ 1 year 2 years na ɔbarima no nyɛ serious a ɔbarima foforɔ ba mepa kyɛw kɔwae
Hey. All right. Okay, interesting. Some few comments be now any fire you the number we Patrick K. Abise, please, counselor, I need your contact for a sister who is going through a lot for the past 5 years of her marriage. Okay, and then you'll be to your pa. Why? I hold your child TV to be to ya. The number the bet to ja. You can the book in one the number no. A bet to ja. Queen Davis, yeah, also all share watching us live. Yeah, but my young baby, more share if free. Brother Jonathan, so I say marriage on credit, no need to rush. That's it, I say. Scanning ni why between yen kwani yen koje a man on credit. 80 Yebeka a book no one sem kakra na ye di dwumadie no abawiye. Ene ye delay kakra iti ye stress about the beche. Next week am ya adoma ye usual time na ye beba. Iti you are me. Where you book yen papa actual ɛyɛ kama yie paa book no yɛ tɔn yɛhyɛ sɛ obi a wɔ ha biara abɔ mmɔden a sɛ wonya book yi bi ɛbɛboa wo paa ɛwɔ nkuntahodie wawareɛ mu ɛne obi bi a woyɛ bi a ɛbɛboa wo yie paa na last for the past 2 weeks ni wabiebie book no ani so kakra kyerɛ yɛwɔ soft copy ne yɛwɔ hard copy enti yɛde number no bɛto dwa te sɛ deɛ yɛayɛyɛ ne daa no baabi a wowɔ biara wɔ Ghana ha no wobɛtumi afrɛ number no na wofrɛ no a ɔbɛfa ɛkwan bi a wɔ sɛ yɛfa so yɛde brɛ wo no yɛde ɛbɛbrɛ wo wowɔ aburokyerɛ nyɛ Ghana ha nko aburokyerɛ na so wopɛ book no bi a ada yɛkae messages no anuanom bebree ɛka sɛ book no aboa ɔmo yie fiti time a ɔmo ɛtɔɔeɛ nti yɛsrɛ sɛ obiara bɛpɛ book yi bi na wakan na menim yie sɛ ɛboa wo nti book no title no ɛyɛ You Are Me. Na number no the papa the number no 02442 260172 02442 260172. Tipacho ube to me a friend no na baby a will be a book no pebia unsa to me a can be I think say one comment or say good evening brethren. I want to ask and know the difference between dating and courtship. Watching from Accra, Kanda. Hey, Abrante. That you bet me abuano.
Dating and the general meaning of dating is having a date with somebody, and it can be anybody without emotional attachment. Let me put it that way. So we can date, even on no choice in Kaza, we can date, and when we date, it is the purpose only be determine the kind of dating. Is it for business, for partnership, for what? If it is for marriage, that's where we say emotional dating. And so if it is about marriage or emotional relationship with the now it must be done purposefully. Say me date na ma worry. In fact, every date should have a purpose. And that's why I was saying say dating in general sense means having a date with someone for a purpose. Mepɛ sɛ manya business idea bi nti mahu bi mepɛ sɛ me ne no hyia na yɛdwene ho sɛ ɛbɛtumi ɛne no abɔ mu ayɛ business a. Anytime we discuss this and give dates and times to meet, it means we are dating. We are dating. But that purpose is not for marriage. It's for business. All right. Courtship also can be generalized. It says, I need my friend for business, A bit baby, na a courtship, you do baby my thing. You do baby my thing, and what is that? A fede in Yama Ayan Shishay Yedi Wura business partnership. Yes, sign agreement, draw agreement, yes, Shishay Niama Ibe here. That is when we can say there have been a commitment to the relationship. And so me can say multiple dating now. The general one now immediately you share her. I mean we discuss one or two. Multiple, you can do it multiple. Because me per business partner, meet me date 3, 4, 5 people. Charlie, Sam, as me here on need to go. Menya this line business beat me then. Me no can the next 1 hour meet me date you before for. Oh, Kwame, me person me no share. Menya business bi. Obi also dwene ho. Nti me no nyina share from time to time having discussions about how best we can come together as as partners to do a particular job. But when we reach the level, a commitment level, maybe we can call that courtship now. That is when we agree a draft MOU. Nevi ahwe ni obia deba. Nti we be masika we percentage say ne ye hyehyɛ ne ye tintim. Ne ye set date kura business ne be take off. Na just say do commitment level. At that level no dey obiara owo side no me ne date da na say me drop no. Say me drop no because they say me new obia I'm committed to that person. Oh, and so if you want to call that courtship, fine. Because sometimes there's a
But
thin
I
line
don't know
between.
in relation to say normal relationship, are you prepared for our real
Yeah,
life?
normal relationship, the same thing. Dating, Charlie is saying to send a video because you're pui. It's the more coffee for normal bar. Another time, I have another person in that coffee pool. Then you know, if you say, Nipa no shop or be a shop from the left side. Until I mean, a little humor
Yeah,
will
yeah,
relieve the stress.
yes, yes.
If you are not into other couple, or be a shop from right eye. Into what do we call no share left? What do we call now? We should right now say okay. We know my market no or send off shop no say ana mepe. Whatever. And so you can date multiple. But at the end of the day, if you wash your prono in every, what's stress and what na care movie. If you yet now, a worry nankasano, that be never worry, and she share and the one. And no, necessarily what do commitment level. Won't mean for be another person and fan that same process in him. Because Satan the would do Madam Pika also reshuffle the rest. You know, to naka bakono. Was settled on. Now I enter into the proper courtship, leading you straight, direct into marriage.
Marriage. Wow. It's question when the meaning say me be sad yeah say me obey man say I see me say me person me worry no makoshi oba. They say they can say me kwa kope obia right from the beginning no. I may come as my children no. Me kwa say me person me worry, ti person me no what's na. Ana me ni je wo ho me hwe wusuban no ɛyɛ nti menyame no bɛtena na yɛahwɛ yɛn ho kakra na yɛde akɔ awareɛ mu. I don't know how to put it, but minim say be what the American can say. Because right from the beginning they say one shall say ye and count your year ability to your bia ebia na we need you. Tibia we say obia na my main person should it be say basically no because some person me worry wintina me ba be pel and I say me know be me be pel say yeah boyfriend girlfriend kakra ansana yeah lead to our no.
What is boyfriend?
I said and really yeah can't and then dating yeah wo yeah she wa na yeah worry sana yeah be can
We met me anofo. In fact, obarima bia ba no beka you say, I want to date you. Bisa and say, what is the purpose? My MP, what is the purpose? In sorry, ndi obarima echi keka na makotra bi na maba. Na otu ona e wadwin say bi opese o ware minti. Bisa no. Masa, who say MP, mate ye bepu. Nemu den na ohwe. Oh, onye hwe mi a fe na mabetena mpotam ho a meni adamfo bia nti mi hu se wotwam nti me be se oye madamfo keke. Okay. Ya damfo keke na yeko. Obi fufuru ba no no dey say.
So person me worry now. How do I like a whole name say?
Esa ka che no say well, my hair ready. Se me pese me worry. Nti mi guso mi hwehwem. Nti oka ho. Mani abo so nti me hwe. Nti mane nti ase se oka ho ebi wo hwehwem.
Ebi wo ho.
Ya se wo hwehwem. Oka ho a hwehwem ni bi ho.
Answer me.
No so beti aka se o me so obi aba nti me so me hwehwem. Nti na wo so wo se we nya nko ana wo ho. Nti wo kọ na se obi aba ewura ne ntia na apekọ na bi no ajo so wo ansa. Oh, try okwa na wo so akọ. You are in competition. Now you are going to compete. What the American has say. Yeah, sa ankasa nante wa ye nante 4-5 years na ye nware na pechi na ekunu ni nyina atubetwa.
Wow.
But if you are dating because you want to have sex, dear, na say sex and marriage, hey, two different. Wanting to have casual sex and going into marriage are not the same. They are not in any correlation here, and in fact, it should not be a conditional thing. Me no one die intimate worry, no, because sex in Ankasa is preserved for the married. It is a privilege I dey ma worry for, and that's the only place you can enjoy. Nyankopon person enjoy sex only in marriage. Anything outside that becomes problematic, if you like, sinful. What American can say. And so many of the relationship now just for sex.
Yeah, Charlie.
Emiano de bebree no ye pen of first that you obeware. Meanwhile, very my own countries obeware.
That is right from the beginning, no.
It's in so bisa. No bisa no so person oware wa. Man ntia se se yen nko anso na onso date o date no. Onso amanfo wo lie. Nti onyere no ho.
Okay. That's a bit who.
You see, it becomes messy. It becomes messy, and maybe any when you are dating multiple because you are having sex. Well, niama multiple dating, bibia time. It's because most of you guys dating have been having sex. And you know, when you have multiple sexual partners, another problem.
Yes.
But in any case, I have a program, a religious program. So even one date, exclusive,
one.
And no crowd, yeah, sex are a problem.
A problem, yeah.
Oh, so we don't have any excuse why we can't have multiple dating.
Wow. And then me also, my mom went Jerry free and home. Say
Yeah,
you dating.
Obi Bisa say, won't the multiple dating
Yes,
be
I
a
wanted
problem
to read.
in case
Yeah, I
you are
wanted
seeing
to
it?
read that.
Any
Yeah.
problem on kwe?
Charles, I took Kodo, watching from Adenta. Thank you, Charles. Very educative.
That
Thank
means
you.
if you don't have that courage to compete with another person, then don't go and date someone who has another person in life. Because as far as I'm concerned, you are not having sex. And if you are not
Mm,
having sex, why can't I date you multiple? And why can't you also date multiple? Until we reach the commitment level, then you reshuffle everybody, and then exclusiveness, eba, abem. So we
interesting.
should do our calculations well. We don't just rush into dates and then be demanding certain rights that don't belong to us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because even in the dating, we behave as if we are married people.
Yes, yes. I don't think yes, animal. You don't have the right to stop your date from dating another person. You don't have that right. It is only the married who cannot date another person. When you are married, you can date. But I'm not married, I'm single. Now I'm catching me so that you be worry me tia. Enti obi ba, let me say obi wo ho onko. Hina na wo obi ani ho.
Hmm. That's
Dabi obi worry ya, obi ani ho.
mm.
And answer me to say mranti ni bi so obi say are you attached? What is attached?
Are
Attached.
you attached? Yeah.
Attached. It is the married person who is attached.
Do you
If
have
you are not
someone?
married, if you are not married, you are not attached.
Do you have someone?
You are walking side by side and you can meet other people. You are
Ah.
not attached. You are walking side by side and you can meet other people walking side by side with you. So,
Very
Sammy,
interesting.
yes, Miss Remwa and the Jufeng, Missy, plan well, go well, marry well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Jonathan, I don't know whether I said now or responded to Nipa question because that answers our question. No? Please clarify this for me. The difference between dating and courting is commitment. So I think Senna also oh boy answer. I don't know whether it's a question because someone first asked and then he
Mhm.
explained it. All right. Kanza, yeah, also question, would the multiple dating be a problem in case um you are seen with another sister or lady coincidentally? And that they actually say no. So no sex ne bibi anima ohu a ehu hia say oye jealous and say bibi sa. Obiara be man no wo ho kwan say oye sa, oba no so wo ho kwan say oye sa. Iti ye beda ye papa say dani da nyinaa na adagye onya adagye ma yɛ na yɛtumi ɛbɛsua adeɛ ɛwɔ ha ne number no sɛ wopɛ book no bi a anaasɛ wopɛ sɛ wobuki no wobɛware na wopɛ counseling a wobɛtumi afrɛ no ne number no nyinaa ɛwɔ 0244260172 nti wobɛtumi afrɛ yɛn papa wopɛ book no bi a wo nsa ɛbɛkɛ baabi a wɔ biara wɔ Ghana wowɔ aborɔkyɛw yɛbɛtumi ahyɛ po anaa yɛbɛtumi ɛde abrɛ wo. You better must
Sammy,
say that anything.
Mamemfa kwan so na menda sister bi offer fi Axim afiba last week.
I feel
No
bad, yeah.
support maybe ya. Otu aka enti ene no ya send ama no.
Good.
Asɛnde ɛho receipt ɛway bill nyinaa de ama no
Okay.
nti afiba yɛda ase wae sɛ wohwɛ
Good.
yɛn a
Good.
yɛda
Good.
ase.
Good. Maybe the pa, no, you be senior or Chris, just a Chris.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you be
Oh,
senior.
okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Very good one. Yeah.
Okay.
See, sister, yeah, that's a pass what to book maybe. Timuna Jonathan, Toby, Nachi be my why? Papa Jonathan. Toby ma wo yere mutu Toby ma ye nyina na yeah. Okay, it's a bush for a better massive say. Monya da Jare, one the comment buy contribution questions I want to buy in a damunina asset. Na me ya adoma da say na ye be share na ya to aye dwumade no so. Ye papa ofanyi kojo asa na be kan yensa. Me so onia Samuel Ababio, me so na me de dwumade ho chiame. Na me ya adoma da say na ye be share na de dwumade no ato aso. Makramo.